Over the past month, several kayakers have been sucked into what are known as low-head dams on Indiana's waterways. First responders rescued some, but others lost their lives. Lindsay Wright joins us now to tell us about the hidden dangers of the man-made structures.
Joe, low-head dams are not new to Indiana waterways, and neither are the dangers they present. Most were put in place around 100 years ago, and while they can look relatively tame, state officials are trying to send a strong message. Don't go near a low-head dam. Ron Lewis is the general manager of Rusted Moon Outfitters, an outdoor sporting goods store in Broad Ripple. He's been active in water paddling sports for more than 40 years, so he knows what he's doing.
Their seat back's height adjustable, and I don't care. I want to slam it to the bottom and break off the knob.
But Lewis is frustrated, and that frustration comes from here. This is a low-head dam. They're man-made structures put in place across the state around a century ago and for various reasons, like to power a mill. But some are still being used today to create water supply, and they can be deceiving.
They look so simple, they look so innocent, but the physics are so strong.
There are around 150 of these dams across Indiana, but Lewis's frustration isn't directed at the dams, it's the people coming into contact with them. He says people using the rivers need to be better prepared. The drop-offs on the dams can be rather small, some just about a foot or so. But when a kayaker, swimmer, or fisher gets caught in one, the result can be deadly.
The water will push them down. Because we're buoyant, we will come off the bottom, we'll come right back up in that backwash, and it's just almost like a washing machine bringing you back a circle. It will trap anything in that. That's the dangers of a low-head dam.
According to the Indiana Department of Homeland Security, at least 28 people have died in Indiana in the last 20 years due to a low-head dam. Captain Bill Brown with the DNR says more than a third of deaths are people trying to rescue someone.
If you see someone here and you don't understand the boil or the backwash, and you go, oh my goodness, they're stuck, and you think, I'm going to swim out there and get them, you become a victim yourself, caught up in something you can't escape.
Brown says it's a throwing rescue only. This is a throw bag, and you can get them at most sporting goods stores. You throw the bag over the victim's shoulder, grasp the rope, all while yelling,
over your shoulder! Lay on your back! Kick, 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 kick! That's what you're doing.
The message to keep your distance from low-head dams is not new. Low-head dams like this one on the White River have had safety mechanisms installed to prevent the intense churning of water. Some have even been broken up and removed, but that's costly. Marty Benson, the DNR's Assistant Director of Communications, says another option would be to install more warning signs, but that presents its own challenges. Like, what should they say?
As far as signs, where do you put the sign? Once you get into the current of a low-head dam, it's too late to turn around. So do you put it way upstream?
Overall, officials agree that those interested in using Indiana's waterways need to be aware of low-head dam dangers through research and education.
Be careful, be smart, have a plan when you go into the water, and if the water is high and dangerous, don't go in it and stay away from a low-head dam at any cost because it could be your last trip.
And Lewis couldn't agree more. He says some of the fatal drownings could have been prevented. But he also has another important message for the public.
This isn't something we shouldn't do. This is just one other safety rule. Wear a life jacket. Be sober. Paddle with experience. Come to a place like Rusted Moon or your local paddling shop and take a lesson, ask some questions, and learn a little something, man.
Indiana ranks 10th in the country for the number of people who have died after getting caught in a low-head dam. Experts say if you're paddling down a river, look up the route beforehand so you're prepared. And if there is a low-head dam, stop and carry your kayak around the dam. Don't try to go through it.